The lesson on policy evaluation.
Well, some of the students have had Professor Rochford and others, and they've done some policy evaluation, which is good, but a lot of them haven't. And I just want to give them a touch of this. First, the importance of evaluation in public policy. We don't evaluate public policies enough. It's not enough to have good intentions. You want to know whether or not the policy is achieving its goals. Is it working? And I want folks to understand that there are a variety of ways where we evaluate public policies. Some of them are fairly traditional: hearings, taking a view, taking testimony, applying national standards, for example, to certain kinds of things, infrastructure and other things. I mean, there are a whole series of things. But what I also try to convey is that the best kind of evaluation involves comparisons. Now, sometimes that's a simple before and after comparison. Well, this was the situation here. Our policy came in. Did it achieve the desired result? Then I often tell them, but you got to do, if you're going to do before and after, it's got to be done with a trend line, so you know what the trend was before the policy initiative went into effect. Otherwise, and I tell them about what happened when Bill Bratton went to New York to take over as police commissioner, and homicide dropped in half in 2 years, and former Mayor Dinkins, who had been beaten just barely by Giuliani, said, you know, the hell you say? I mean, I'm the guy that beefed up the police force, and we had already begun reducing violent crime, to which Bratton responded, not in these terms, do a trend line. And it was true that crime was beginning to come down, violent crime was beginning to come down under Dinkins, but then it just plummeted under Bratton, in any event. And then finally, control groups and experimental groups, which ideally is the best way to do it, if you can do it. On the other hand, as I try to point out to my students, if you do that, it means you've got to deliberately deny the policy or the service to a group of people in the interests of scientific evaluation. And oftentimes, you can't do that politically or ethically. I faced that dilemma when it came to the ET program and welfare to work. I mean, yeah, we could have picked a couple of regions of the state and kind of done pilot programs, but I wasn't prepared to do that. I wanted every single family on welfare to get a shot at training, child care, continued health care, and the opportunity to get off of welfare permanently and become independent, self-sufficient. And I just wasn't prepared to deny people in the state that opportunity. So we had to structure the evaluation in a different way.